What's up, folks? Happy weekend. We made it through another week.
Indeed.
Good
Uh,
morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you are in. I am Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy here with Danny Boy Reginald, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Sports Insanity podcast on the Sports Insanity Network.
hey, we're at episode 365, Bill. Um,
365.
we are 35 away from 400. Please help us get to 400 with your continued support as always. Thank you, thank you,
We
thank
love you.
We appreciate you. And uh, man, let's have a good weekend, bro. Look, I know the teams don't look good for us, but Bill, I'm telling you, man, I was telling y'all last night. There's no way the Giants can lose. I'm sorry. There's no way the Giants can lose. It's impossible.
Oh, bro, it's the Giants. They'll find some way to lose the bye week.
Oh, and that's the thing that sucks. Like, you want to go into your bye week feeling good about your team, but Bill
I
doesn't
don't.
feel good. Bill doesn't feel good about his team. So it's like,
You blame me?
well, no, I don't. When you go to Germany and you lose in overtime in the earliest game possible, and your team falls to 2-8, it's like, yeah, it's very discouraging. Very discouraging. But on the bright side, you get to focus on drafting yeah, for next year's draft and stuff, focusing on possibly a new quarterback. It's a whole thing, Bill. You know.
Yeah, it's a whole brouhaha. You know, I'm not a fan of brouhahas.
In any case. All right, yeah. Regular Football Friday edition picks recap of Thursday night. And then the Yankees finally makes an announcement regarding their radio booth. So that's big news. We're very excited about that.
That
Uh,
is true. We can't wait.
Believe me, I am really stoked about this. All other alternatives were terrible. Um, so um, cool. So let's get to it. We had a football game last night. Um, I gotta tell you, Bill, not very exciting. We were expecting a very competitive game. We got a very defensive competitiveness out of them the
Which
first
is a
half.
good thing.
But the Commanders and Eagles, man, I was really hoping for, you know, again, not necessarily a massive offensive route, but I was looking for at least like a, a 20-17 type of deal. Commanders didn't even get past 10 points. So I don't know. I was pretty frustrated. I expected a really big time division matchup, and we didn't get that. So, but here's what I will say: we got Saquon Barkley going off in the fourth quarter.
Saquon was a beast last night.
It's terrific.
He ran for 26 carries, 146 yards, and two touchdowns. So, and you know what? That does good for my fantasy team.
Yep.
Oh, two TDs in 20 seconds. Just
Mhm.
just I miss you, Saquon. I miss you.
You know what's worse? During his post-game appearance on Amazon, you had all these Eagles fans, they're doing the best chant in the world. Thank you, Giants. And it was just none but them saying, Thank you, Giants. It was absolutely terrific. And then, of course, all over X, there was the Hard Knocks quotes. Yeah, I don't know. I know Bill has watched Hard Knocks. I barely watched Hard Knocks, but like the part where Joe Shane calls Saquon, tells him to test the market, and then the scene where he calls the agent, see where they're at, and tells them the contract numbers, and there's no shot that they were going to go after that, and that just kept appearing along with the
Joe
Eagles.
Shane, this is on you.
Thank you, Giants.
Joe Shane and John Mara, this is on you.
Oh my God.
This is on you, pal.
And people, I'm still very surprised. Some of the people, especially the personalities over New York sports radio, they're very much about, well, no, it's not. The issue isn't, re-signing Saquon. It was drafting Saquon. No, the issue is re-signing Saquon. Okay, you drafted this guy for a reason, and you could have still drafted or picked up a big time quarterback to replace Eli Manning so that you can pair him with Saquon. Like I believe a good quarterback and Saquon can coexist. It's happening right now in Philly. So don't give me this bullshit about, oh well, the Giants should never have drafted Saquon. Look, obviously in that draft, I would have picked a quarterback. Of course I would have picked a quarterback. But but you chose to pick Saquon. So it is the Giants' job to make sure that you pair him with a good quarterback, and they did not do that. So no, I don't think it's a issue as, oh well, they drafted the wrong guy. No, you drafted the guy that you felt was the right pick, and your job is to build a good team around him, and you didn't do that.
Oh,
So yes,
absolutely.
the issue is that you didn't re-sign Saquon.
You absolutely, you should have absolutely re-signed Saquon. You know that this pissed me the hell off. That, okay, we're gonna give the world to Daniel Jones, who can't throw a frickin' pass, but yet we're gonna give him the world and we're gonna let our best running back walk. Listen, I know that it's been over a year, but Reg, please explain this for simpletons like me. Explain this for so simpletons like me can understand this. What the hell? Like, what planet, Reg? What planet does this make sense on?
No, it
Please
doesn't make any
explain
sense.
this so dummies like me can understand.
It doesn't make any sense, dude. And I don't
Joe
know.
Shane and John Mara, this is on you.
Yeah. I mean, look, I look at the way Saquon's playing this season. I look at the way Derrick Henry's playing this season,
They all
and
thought these guys were done.
the disrespect with the running back market is astounding. Astounding. Like, can you imagine being a big time running back in this league and being essentially being told, not directly, but based on contract negotiations and everything from your former teams, you're basically being told, hey, look, we just don't think you're worth enough. You're not valued as high as you think you are. And they're having explosive seasons right now. Like, can you imagine the disrespect? It's absolutely astounding the way that these running backs are disrespected. And now more than ever, we are really seeing how much this running back market really is massively important.
Oh,
And it makes
absolutely.
me worried about the Jets at times because I look at Brees Hall. Brees Hall is a stud, dude. I love Brees. And if Brees Hall were to ever hit free agency and the Jets can't get him because another team is going to sign him for a boatload of money that the Jets can't match, we're fucking pissed. Excuse my language.
No, because you got to look at it this way, though, Reggie. A lot of people are saying, well, running backs are a dime a dozen. You can get any of them. That's not the case.
No.
Running backs are not a dime a
Like,
dozen.
Brees
They're like,
Hall is by far the Jets' best running back they've had in a decade.
and you know what? And going back to what you were saying, people were thinking about, Saquon Barkley. Okay, he's done. So what? He's not going to do well for the Eagles. Look what happened. Derrick
Mhm.
Henry, the Titans. Okay, he's done. Look, he's having a great season with the Ravens right now.
Mhm.
Like, people gotta
Tremendous.
stop dismissing running backs. We gotta stop dismissing running backs. This is just getting, and you know what? Again, I'm so tired of saying this, but John Mara and Joe Shane, this is on you.
Yeah. Well, well,
You
even
should
Aaron
have
Jones
re-signed him. You shouldn't have given Daniel Jones that big ass contract. You should have tagged Daniel Jones. You should have signed Saquon. You know what? So you got away with saying it. I'm gonna say it. You fucking idiots.
you know, well, even like Aaron Jones in Minnesota, you know, he's having a great season. Again, isn't you know the, obviously I get what the Packers were doing, but it's like you didn't walk to your division. It's a shame. It's a shame that the amount of disrespect that they have with these running backs. And I'm sick and tired of the argument, like Bill said, of well, they're not worth it. We can just get another guy. I don't know if the Jets can get anyone that's better than Brees Hall for right now. So yeah, very frustrating. But in any case, Saquon goes off in the fourth quarter. They take a massive lead late. The Eagles, they beat the Commanders. Um, Commanders, I mean, look, I'm just gonna be straight up with you, Bill, regarding Washington last night. And again, it's no disrespect. They did not have a good night.
No, they
Uh,
didn't.
offensively. Defensively, until the fourth quarter, I thought they were fine. But then, of course, the Eagles scored 20 in the fourth, and then that was it. I mean, they had no shot. Jaden Daniels had, and he didn't play terribly, but he had by far his worst game of the season. And of course, look, you can't expect Jaden Daniels to be perfect. He is a rookie after all, and the fact that he has played this tremendous throughout the first 10 weeks, and then of course falters. Well, I mean, he had an okay week in week 10. But the fact that he definitely faltered in week 11, that's a good sign for Washington. That's actually a very good sign. But he had his worst game of the season, and that was a shame. I guess the biggest part of the game last night for the Commanders was definitely more of their rushing game, um, which came up big last night. The receiving game was okay. Um, no sign of Terry McLaurin everywhere. The Philly defense did a very good job on him. But Zach Ertz was targeted a few times. But like I said, again, the passing really wasn't there. Um, 89 of those passing yards came from Austin Eckler, your running back. Yeah, so it just a weird night for the Commanders. No sign of them on offense. Can't get anything done. Defensively, like I said, they did very well until the fourth quarter. And once Philly blew it open, that was it because you just knew that the Commanders were not going to get anything done offensively. So the Eagles knew, let's pounce on them when we can. And it took them 4 quarters, but let's pounce on them when we can and let's take off.
Oh, absolutely. They should have done that. But hey, the Eagles did end up squeaking it out, and
Yeah.
they won. And you
Mhm.
know what? I'm gonna say I said this last night on Gridiron, Reg, and you thought I was crazy. And I know you didn't. I'm just playing around. I said last night, this is going to be a statement game for the Eagles. And I was 100% correct.
but it's not about being a statement game. If they
No,
won,
no, you got to
then
look at it this way,
it's
though.
not surprising though.
The five
They're a
straight
good
games, and we
team.
talked about this last night, the five straight games that they won prior to last night were all against, at best, mediocre teams. And now you played a good team last night, and you're like, you know what? The Eagles, we've been saying, okay, the Eagles are overrated, the Eagles are overrated, the Eagles are overrated. Nick Sirianni's probably going to get fired. One, I don't think, I think Sirianni, for now, I think Sirianni's safe.
Oh yeah, fine.
Sirianni is safe. And
But you can't say that it was a statement game for the Eagles and not a statement game for the Commanders. Like, if you're talking about statement wins, this was going to be more of a statement for the Commanders because the Commanders, we did not expect them to be this good. They're a very good team. They're 7-4 through 11 weeks, but we did not expect them to be this good. This at this point of the season, at least. So if they had won and went to 8-3 against the Eagles team that's in their division, and look, the win separates the teams. That would have been more of a statement than what the Eagles did, because we already know that the Eagles are expected to be good. They not be as good as they think. And look, let's be honest, Bill. They got 20 points in the fourth quarter because finally Washington just gave up. Can you imagine if Washington just stuck with it?
oh, they would have been a monster.
I mean, I'm telling you, they only had 6 points. So don't tell me that this was more of a statement for the Eagles. And don't tell me that the Eagles are just this fabulous team now just because that they beat the Commanders. Up until the fourth quarter, they only had 6 points.
That's true, but this
That
shows
tells me a
you,
lot about the Eagles.
but this shows you that this is a team that does not back down. And I want to ask you something, Reg. Are the Eagles still overrated? Go.
Yes,
Okay,
but you know who's not overrated? Saquon Barkley.
I will give you that. I miss you.
I'm not. I'm still not. I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I think you asked me last night about who would you have in 5 years. I still say Jalen Hurts because of experience, but I'm not super impressed with his ability to throw. A lot of the Eagles' running game is centered on run first. So, in terms of that, they do great. But when pressured to pass, it's a disaster.
Am I good? Like, yeah, you're right. Saquon is not overrated. I'll see. I'll see this. I'm gonna say this now. I grab my Saquon jersey, hold it on in my bed, and cry while Air Supply is playing in the background. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I knew you were right, believing for so long. And that plays while I hold on to my Saquon jersey and cry myself to sleep.
Or you can go to Saquon's house with the boombox and raise it up high.
Your eyes, your eyes. Do the whole John Cusack and say anything.
Yeah,
Welcome to our 80s references for today, as we reference a decade that neither of us were alive in.
yeah.
Um,
Oh God, I feel horrible for Giants fans because I know
oh God,
I know how
the
much they love
suffering
Saquon.
continues.
Yeah,
And you know what? Like we said, we got to talk about the Giants like we talk about the Jets. They're garbage.
yeah,
So,
and again, Giants have a week off, so you don't have to watch them. We're not watching them this week, but
I
no.
get a week of not having a heart attack. It's lovely. It's lovely, Reg. It's
uh,
lovely.
because of the Thursday night game, Commanders fall to 7-4. Eagles improved to 8-2. And let's talk about division. because the Eagles are on top of that division for now, and they have a clear path to winning the NFC East. And it's looking good, looking good. Washington on a two-game losing streak,
Oh boy.
while
Both the
Philly's on a
teams from
16 game.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yeah.
Both the teams in Pennsylvania.
Hmm.
So anyway,
Wow.
anyway, yeah, so that's our recap of Thursday night. Reg, guess what time it is?
Let's go.
It's time for pick 'em!
Pick up.
Pick 'em, pick 'em, pick 'em!
Pick
It is time for pick 'em. Okay. First, recap of last week. We only had one game that differed from each other.
Mhm.
I won with 10 wins and 4 losses. Reg had 9 wins and 5 losses.
Okay.
Going in last night, Reg picked Philly. I picked Washington. So Reg won. I lost. Reg is now 95 and 57, and I am 98 and 54.
Okay.
So we are now in week 11.
Week 11. Crazy.
This season's going quick.
Way too quick, Bill. Way too quick.
Oh, before you know, it's gonna be February. It's gonna be after the Super Bowl. We're gonna be sitting there crying. Go, what the hell? What are we gonna do now on Sundays?
There you go. Exactly. Okay.
All right.
We have way too many 1 o'clock matchups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1 o'clock matchups.
All
Starting with
right.
the Green Bay Packers, classic matchup, rivalry in the NFL. Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Um, what are you thinking here, Bill?
I'm thinking of the Packers right now because the Bears are just in a hole right now.
Yeah, the Bears are in disarray. They have a lot of more issues than I thought they did. Can you imagine? I believe going into the last game, they hadn't scored a touchdown since the Washington Hail Mary game, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they haven't.
That's awful, man. Just awful. There's a lot of issues in Chicago, and it's a shame. I think the coach is one of them. Maybe you're right, Bill. Maybe he is on the hot seat.
We're
And
just
see
gonna have to see,
hotter,
aren't we?
hotter and hotter. Exactly. Yeah, give me the Green Bay Packers to win this one. And Green Bay Packers surely putting themselves in great position to uh make themselves even firm into the playoffs. Okay. Jacksonville at Detroit.
This is a no-brainer. I'm going Detroit.
Yeah, I'm going Detroit as well. Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, sure. You're you're trying to show more of a seriousness with your team, but you're not a serious team. Let's just be real. You're not.
Yeah, yeah, Jacksonville. I think Doug Peterson's gonna be gone.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Bill. The quarterback hasn't been great, so
Is
they got
Trevor
a lot.
Lawrence gonna be going bye-bye?
I mean, probably not, but it's something that to keep in mind. You know. Like, do you want you mean they already signed into a massive contract? Do you can't get rid of him. I don't think no one would want him, so yikes. Well, let's hope he has a bounce back 2025 because 2024 ain't it.
Okay, next, the Rams and the Patriots.
Rams Patriots. This is gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be a close matchup. I'm gonna take the Rams, but it's going to be competitive because the Rams are flying to the East Coast facing the Patriots. But I'm going to take the Rams to win.
I'm gonna take the Rams too.
Okay. Minnesota at Tennessee.
Okay, Minnesota and Tennessee. This is an easy one. Give me Minnesota.
I love the Vikings as well. Vegas and Miami.
Give me. I'm going to. I'm going 2 weeks in a row. I'm going Miami.
I'm actually gonna pick Miami as well here, only because the Raiders are trash.
No, the Raiders are trash.
It's
I love
awful,
my boy Antonio Pierce, but
man.
they're trash.
I mean, there's talk that he may lose his job, which would be a shame. I don't think it's all his fault. The team's awful.
Congratulations! You now got to pay three coaches.
Oh my God. What a
You got to
disgrace.
pay Gruden. If that happens, you got to pay Gruden. You got to pay McDaniels. Now you got to pay. Well, no, I think you're probably done with paying Gruden, but
Oh, by the way, John Gruden, he joined Barstool. I don't know if you saw this, but he's on Barstool now. So,
yes, I saw it. I question Dave Portnoy's judgment.
I mean, but do you? I mean, it's been 3 years. I mean, I'm sure he's suffered enough. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool giving him a chance. I'm cool with him getting another coaching job.
There's talks with him. There's talks that he could possibly be the next Jet coach. Would you like that?
Yeah, over Jeff Ulbrich. Hell yeah, fuck out of here. Just saying, bro.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Let's go.
Who do we got next?
Yeah,
Cleveland
Cleveland.
and Narlands.
All right. I'm picking the Cleveland Browns to win this.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like the Saints, dude. The more I watch the Saints, the more I don't like it.
You know what? I'm going to admit both teams are garbage, but I'm going to go with the Saints.
Okay, so there's a differ right there.
Hey, we got one differ. Hooray.
All right. Okay, New York at versus Indianapolis at MetLife. Um, how about this, Bill? Tickets as low as $24 for this game.
Hey,
Man,
bro, you want to fly up?
man,
You want to drive up here? We can go to the Jets game on Sunday.
why would I do that to myself?
You get to hang out with me. Come on, that's a plus.
Why the fuck would I do that to myself, bro? Get
Dude,
out of here.
we get to hang out. We get to go to a football game together. Come on, that'll be fun. That'd be fun. We get to hang out
We have
together.
net we've been to a baseball game, but we've never been to a football game together.
I have known you, bro, for 11 years, and we've never been to a football game together. We've been to a bunch of baseball games together.
Oh shit.
We've never been to a football game together in the 11 years I've known you.
Yeah, crazy.
So
Um,
come on up, Reg. We'll have a good time.
God, I just can't do it. It's the Jets. I don't want to go to MetLife on a Sunday paying $30 for a ticket, knowing that
$24
I'm gonna
for a
lose
ticket.
24, 30, 40, however much, just to watch them lose. And then drive back to Washington, and then I'm broke as hell. Like
Oh, we're
what
all
a
broke as
disgrace.
hell.
What a disgrace this team is. No, give me the Indianapolis Colts to win. I know the Jets are favored in this game. I don't know what Vegas sees. I don't know why they continue to favor the Jets. I get the Colts have their issues, but I'm telling you, the Jets' issues are way worse right now than what the Colts have. So give me the Colts to win.
I'm going Colts as well. Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
So Baltimore, um, I'm gonna pick the tough one because it's a division matchup. Both teams are good. I think Baltimore on the road gives Pittsburgh a little taste of what it feels like to lose in big games. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Steelers.
I'm
It's gonna
going
be a
with the
close one. Probably like a 3-point margin, but yeah, give me the Ravens.
I'm going with the Ravens as well.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Um,
First of the 4 o'clocks. Uh,
all right. Atlanta and Denver.
Give me the Atlanta Falcons to win this
The
one.
Atlanta Falcons.
Seattle at San Francisco.
Okay, you want to know something? I gotta say, you know how we say the Eagles are the most overrated team? I think the Seahawks are becoming an
Yeah,
overrated team.
they're bad too.
The,
Um,
the the Seahawks are probably one of the most over, or probably the new most overrated team in the NFL.
yeah, and San Francisco's already beaten them, so this should be no brainer that San Francisco will win this game. But I mean, San
You mean
Francisco
Santa
is on this
Clara?
team in Santa Clara. Yes.
Yeah, this is a hill Reggie will die on.
Hmm.
For those of you who are new to us, let me explain. Reg is getting tired of when people say teams that are not exactly in the cities, like the Giants and the Jets, the Commanders, how they say, "Hey, New York, hey, DC," or "Hey, the Niners." Since they don't play in those actual cities, like Giants and Jets technically don't play in New York, Commanders don't technically play in Washington, and the 49ers don't technically play in San Francisco, he is officially going to be going by the teams by their official cities. Is that about right, Reg?
Sure, yeah. I mean, and I've been doing that all season. Um, so
That's
yeah,
the
give me
hill
the
he's willing to
Niners to
die
win
on,
that
folks.
game. I think we're both picking the Niners.
And I'm picking the Niners too.
All
Seahawks are.
right, all right, cool. The nationally televised Kansas City Chiefs Buffalo Bills game, and they're in Orchard Park. Since we're
Here he
going
goes again.
Orchard Park, they're not Buffalo. I don't care what anyone says. Orchard Park is not Buffalo. Um, this is a massive, massive matchup for the Buffalo Bills. Um, After watching that Denver game, I don't know if I trust the Chiefs. I don't. I'm gonna go Buffalo here.
Guess what? Two great minds think alike. Because you know what it is? You got to think about it this way. While that was a great block last week,
Of course.
that was a great block. I am not taking credit away from that. The Chiefs were literally on the verge of losing that game.
And should have lost. Let's be real about it. The Chiefs did not have a good game last week against the Denver Broncos. And
Did
that's the Denver Broncos, man. So
you
can
don't
you
have to?
imagine going into a bigger matchup against the Buffalo Bills, who you know are more of a world beater than the Chiefs are? Chiefs have gone away with some games. Let's not forget about that. The Bills have
No,
not gotten away with anything. If they lost, they lost. If they won, they won. So just saying.
I think this might be a statement game for Kansas City because, again, they've just been getting away with murder lately.
Yeah.
And and you know what? Like I think the Chiefs, their record is better than what they actually are.
Yeah. And it's time that teams like the Buffalo Bills really show that. So let's see.
So I am going. So we are both going go Buffalo.
Yeah. So Buffalo, massive matchup in the AFC. Uh, this is gonna be big. By
And
the
also
way,
best wishes to Harrison Bucker. He's on the IR.
oh yeah, yeah, that's terrible. Poor thing. Um, by the way, Buffalo in that game, if you're better, they're favored at two,
Oh,
minus minus two. So it's gonna be a close one. And then of course the Sunday night matchup, the one where the Jets were in, but they're no longer in. Thank you, NBC. Really appreciate you. You guys are the best. Um, Cincinnati at Los Angeles, the Chargers.
you know what? Why the Buffalo KC game is not the Sunday night game? We'll never know. We will never know.
CBS has protections. They weren't flexing that. They were not flexing
Listen, I got my issues with networks protecting games. You've heard about it a million times.
that. Yeah.
But at the same time, come on, give us a game we want to watch on Sunday night.
I know that this matchup isn't it's gonna be a good game, but this is not
Congratulations,
Sunday.
NBC. You went from an F tier game to a C tier game.
But the thing is that if Cincinnati and Los Angeles probably goes to 425 nationally televised,
Ugh.
that's not a good game either for a nationally televised game.
No, it isn't.
So that's the whole point. So I think at the end of the day, you can take a team like the Bengals and the Chargers, and that'll probably be the best Sunday night you can get. Because again, you're not getting KC Buffalo. You're not. By the
Okay.
way, who wins this game? Cincinnati wins this game on the road.
You think Cincinnati's going to win?
Yes.
I'm going with the Chargers on this one. Oh, another one.
Here we go.
Things are
So
going to get
me and
interesting tonight.
Bill have differed on 3 games. So
Oh, yeah.
far, Bill's 0 for 1. I'm one. I am 1 for 1.
And we'll see what happens.
Go, baby.
Will Reg pull ahead this week? And finally, Houston and Dallas. Okay, you know what? I think I know what we're both thinking right now.
Come on, Bill. Don't even think about
Let's just make this cute. I think we're both going Houston on this one. Am I right?
it. It's a no-brainer.
Cowboys are trash.
Yeah.
You know it. I know it. Even Mark Goldofsky Halper knows it. The Cowboys are trash.
And
Anyone who has me, who wears a man who wears glasses to see, knows the Cowboys are trash.
there's just no sign of them improving. It's rough. They're banged up too, but you know what else it is? They're just not a good team and they're poorly coached. And it's time. I think if I'm Jerry Jones, I would really seriously think about making changes.
100%.
It's okay.
I
It's
think we
okay.
all know it. I know it. You know it. Anyone with half a brain knows it. We know, my
Okay.
friend,
It
that
is.
Mike McCarthy's going to be gone.
So we both take Houston. We say goodbye to the New York Giants, the Arizona Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Carolina Panthers. All bye weeks for them. And for Tampa Bay at least, we hope that this was a very, very good bye week because they could certainly use it. They it hasn't been quite great for the Tampa Bay Bucks lately. So, um,
But no, you got to look at it this way, though. The Giants, they're not giving them a rest. They're giving us a rest. This team is trash. You know it. I know it. Anyone who half a brain knows it.
Yeah, rough, 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 rough.
All right. It is time to. Okay. Now we got some quick baseball news for you.
Big, big, big Yankee news, to be specific. Bill, I got something to show you.
Ooh,
And
he's
it's
got
pretty
something to show
exciting.
me.
All right. And Yankee fans, prepare for this guy in your radio booth come 2025. Okay? This is the sound of Dave Sims.
A base hit. You got JP's going to be flying from second. You got the bases loaded. Bauer's well fouled down the third base line. Biggest pitch of the year here for the Mariners. 3-2, bases loaded. Cishek, the pitch. Base hit, left field. Here comes JP. Bauer scores. JP scores. Mitch Haniger. What a night. What a night. I'm telling you, hey now, hey now, hey now. Boy, a lot of anxious folks out here at the ballpark. 3-2 to Cal. The pitch from Acevedo. A drive deep to right field. Down the line. The Mariners win this game 2-1. The dream lives. They're going to the playoffs. The drought is over. Cal Raleigh. Wow. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Billy Boy,
Yes.
that is going to be our new radio announcer. By the way, audio courtesy of Root Sports in Seattle. And the tweet via the Fireside Yankees. That's our new radio announcer, play-by-play guy Dave Sims, making a return to New York City. Man, Bill, better than the crap announcers that were in line to take this job. I mean, look, I've been praying for some excitement in that radio booth, and we're getting that excitement in that radio booth. It's
Yes, we
tremendous.
are.
And he is so hilarious too. If you ever watch, I mean, I've watched a couple of Seattle Mariners games here and there. Dude's hilarious, man, and he brings so much joy to the booth. So great hire by the Yankees, bringing Dave Sims in here. And I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, Bill. Not only do I want to do radio, I hope he fills him on TV as well, because the alternative without Michael Kay is
They're just
awful.
boring.
Awful.
Like, and listen,
You know,
we
and look,
mentioned
no disrespect to Ryan Ruocco,
they
the
got the
fast
personality of a
Patty.
freaking dish towel.
I want to fall asleep with the other Yankee announcers.
Well, Cole's pitch. Oh my God, their voices aren't baseball commentary. They're freaking sleeping pills.
God. So I really hope that the Yankees consider taking him on as well, as the fill-in TV announcer. And then for the fill-in radio announcer, I love the Spanish announcer for the Yankees, Ricky Ricardo. I really hope he does the Eagles games as well. I really hope that they consider him as the fill-in radio guy while Dave Sims does TV. But of course, that's not going to happen. They're going to have him do radio, Dave Sims do radio the entire time, and we got to be stuck with these boring ass people filling in. It's terrible.
Except for Michael Kay.
Yeah, I mean, look, and look, Michael K. Look, we give Michael K. a lot of shit on this show, and rightfully so, because he's not the greatest either. But at least Michael K. shows some excitement, and you know,
Sega!
and has been the Yankee announcer for a long time, and it is in tune with the Yankee community. So it's like, you can't get rid of him.
Is Waldman still going to be on the fan, right?
Yes, she'll be the color commentator.
I wonder how they're going to be as a team.
Well, I mean, so far, based on what I heard from an interview with Susan, so far she's stoked.
You know what? Because Dave Sims sounds like he has that excitement.
Yeah. 71 years old, so
And he's still got the energy. God bless.
still got the energy. Unlike Sterling at 71, he was still making a shit ton of mistakes, saying that Swisher caught the ball when it was gone, or the other way around. So, God,
But you know what? We thank John Sterling for his service, but
absolutely. And
Dave,
look, still one of the greats, John Sterling. But I am stoked about this, and I'm glad that
Dave,
the Yankees were able to make that move. So congratulations to the New York Yankees, WFAN Radio, and Dave Sims.
and I'd like to officially welcome Dave Sims to the Bronx.
Yeah. I really hope it works out. I really hope it's a good relationship, and he really gets in tune with the community here. I think Yankee fans will love him.
Oh, I think so too. Welcome to the Bronx, Dave.
Mhm.
How excited for this.
Very excited.
Okay. Next. Speaking of the Yankees, their spring training field, Steinbrenner Field this year, will be used by the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, and this is because of the ongoing issues going on at Tropicana Field. Um, Man, I feel bad for the city of St. Petersburg because they may had to take on the bulk of a $55+ million possible renovation of Tropicana Field if in fact that's exactly what's going to happen. We don't know if they're actually going to renovate Tropicana Field. Because as everyone knows, the Rays are getting a new ballpark in St. Petersburg. And that's slated to open right what, like 2028 or so? So can you imagine renovating the ballpark to open as early as 2026 and play 2 years and you gotta spend $55 million plus?
I don't think
Bill,
it's worth it.
yeah, I don't think it's worth it either. Like, tear that shit down right now, build your ballpark, and look, I get it. No major league player wants to play at minor league stadiums, but
Well, no.
it's 3 seasons. It's 3 seasons until you get a new ballpark.
Look what's happening with the A's right now.
Mhm. Well, the A's don't even know if that ballpark's gonna be built. There's still concepts of a fucking plan.
There's concepts of a plan.
You know?
We're not getting political here, folks. We're just saying there's concepts of there's ideas of a plan.
Like we know Nevada's approved it. We know Las Vegas. I think Las Vegas. But we know it's approved, but nothing's been dug up yet for the A's. So they're in Sacramento until further notice.
No, absolutely.
But yeah, no, if I'm city St. Petersburg, I would really consider um for 2 years, it's not worth it. Not worth the at the very least, I think they'll probably take on like $30 million or so. And then I think the insurance may pick up part of that money. Let's see. I don't know. It's tough situation.
A
Very
very
tough
tough
situation.
situation. And
Um, and
again, that's
if you
like
look at the damage to Tropicana Field, it's really bad. The roof looks in bad shape. The field's obviously in bad shape. No part of Tropicana Field was built to take in the elements. So rough.
at this point, just play at the minor league stadium. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money renovating that place.
And at the very least, if you're in Steinbrenner Field, and Hal Steinbrenner made this great point, you know, the commitment should be for the Rays to stay in the Tampa Bay area. It's not to send the Rays to San Antonio or Montreal or any of these other places for a couple years while they repair their stadiums in St. Petersburg. It's like, no, no, no. Let's keep them in town and let them play in front of their home base.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Glad that's going to be in Tampa. How about that?
I know, right?
All the Tampa fans must be very stoked that they don't have to drive all the way to St. Petersburg to watch the Rays. Maybe the fans in St. Pete have a little taste of what it feels like to go far away and stuff to watch the Rays.
Yeah, but like I said, I would just play there for the next how God knows how many years. Don't waste your time building a new renovating because that's you're gonna be out of that stadium in 2 years or less. So
Yeah,
why waste your time?
and a lot of public money going towards that new stadium. So to me, it's more worth it to play at a minor league stadium. You stay in Tampa Bay, and then you just move on. It's okay. Tropicana Field has a lot of great memories, no doubt, but it's time. It's time for change.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Okay, so that is our show for today.
Yeah. By the way, before we go, a huge, huge, huge congratulations to all MLB first team winners: Juan Soto of the Yankees, Aaron Judge of the Yankees. I think they're both first timers on this list. So, it's definitely Aaron Judge. First timers on this list, so congratulations. And to all the first and second team winners, all MLB. So just wanted to make that point real quick. But yes,
So
that is
we
our show.
congratulate them and wish them the best.
Yep.
So yeah, well, that is our show for today.
We appreciate you. We love you. If you like what you saw, just hit the subscribe button.
Hit that bell.
It's right below. Okay. Um, I have not released the audio version of the last episode. I will
Come
release
on, man.
that and this episode, this audio version of this episode. I'll release that at some point tonight. Sorry, been a busy week. But
You're forgiven.
please continue to follow the show, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's via the audio form, wherever you get your podcasts. And then, of course, our website, sportscentynetwork.com. Please follow us on our website and our socials. Search Sports Sandy Network. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank you
Yes,
for
we
always
do.
joining us. I'm Danny Boy Reg.
I'm Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy. Stay safe and take care.
We love you.